your Westinghouse Summer Theater.
You can be sure if it's Westinghouse. You can be sure.
Whether it's a jet engine or the world's most automatic washer.
You can be sure.
Whether it's a giant generator for one of America's largest dams, the only frost-free refrigerator, or America's finest television set.
You can be sure if it's Westinghouse. For your home, for your business, for your farm or factory. You can be sure if it's Westinghouse. Ah, Westinghouse.
All right, don't rush me.
Name?
Willie Malone. And I ain't doing nothing tonight.
Inside. Pick yourself a bed.
Well, the preacher and Gino.
Willie!
I'm actually running into you. Small world, ain't it?
Good boy!
Crazy, Willie. Seems to me you gentlemen and me was dining 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, some dying, wasn't it? Order anything you want, big boy. Some eating.
Couldn't have treated us better if we was going to the chair. Bet you ain't fed this well since your wife was cooking for you.
Leave my wife out of this, you understand?
Yep. Just right for me delicate body. This is the life.
Well, you know.
Name?
Seeley. Joe Seeley.
Inside. Pick yourself a bed.
Well, another hero. Pick yourself a bed and welcome to the gravy train.
Hey, how come you didn't eat with us, eh?
You from state prison?
I never seen you there.
Sure, he's no in for man. Joe's his handle, Joe Seeley. Friendly Joe Seeley.
Shut your trap. You talk too much.
It's an occupational disease. I used to be in politics. Hey, you know what they say? Politics makes strange bedfellows. Well, look at us.
Hey, Willie, I wonder what them doctors gonna practice on us, eh?
Who cares? What a beautiful way to die.
Die? I didn't come here to die.
I didn't come to die.
Nobody did. Give me that beer. I had enough trouble swiping it.
How long we gonna be here, huh? You know?
The warden says 3 months.
Now, ain't that a shame? I was planning to spend the winter in Florida. Well, anyway, the nurse is pretty, eh, Gino?
I don't care. No.
Don't cheat on your wife, huh, Gino?
Listen, I told you, don't talk about my wife.
All right. I just... Hey, it's the warden.
Relax, men. This is the last I'll see of you for several months. Remember, we promised you nothing for volunteering. Just the satisfaction of taking part in what may be an important medical experiment.
What is the experiment?
Oh,
Well,
Warden, I was detained. There's another volunteer coming.
yes, I know, men. This is Dr. Douglas who will be in charge here.
Hey.
All right, quiet. Doctor.
I want to welcome you and thank you for what you're doing. You volunteered to be our guinea pigs in an experiment without knowing what the experiment is. Well, after I've told you, I want you to know that you can still withdraw. Gentlemen, it's cancer.
You going to give it to us?
Now, here's what's going to happen. You men were asked to volunteer because we've been able to check your health records and the health record of every blood relative of yours, going back to your great-grandparents. Now, in this experiment, we're trying to find out if resistance to cancer is hereditary. So in each of you, we're going to implant some cancerous tissue by surgery.
Surgery?
Yes, it's the only way we could even attempt to give you this disease. You see, cancer is not contagious. Now, in some of you, that implanted tissue will die. Your resistance is too strong. In some of you, that tissue will remain alive.
Now, ain't that ducky? And what if it stays alive?
First, we'll try to destroy it by two proven methods. One, by focusing controlled X-ray on the affected area. The other, by introducing radioactive isotopes into your bodies.
Yeah, but what if this X-ray and radio business don't kill the stuff?
Then we'll take it out by surgery, the same way we put it in. Gentlemen, your bodies are going to be our laboratories, and the knowledge we get from them can bring hope to millions of people.
There's a chance some of us might die, right?
Well, of course, every precaution will be taken.
A very good chance, right?
Well, there are too many factors involved to say offhand, but I take it you're withdrawing, Mr.
Seeley. Joe Seeley, no mister.
Oh?
And I'm not withdrawing.
Oh, you're not?
You can count me in, too.
All right.
Me too.
Man, if I had my hat on, I'd take it off to you. Well, a special report goes to the governor on this. I wish you all the best of luck. Is there anything I can do for anybody here before I go?
Yeah, Warden. Leave us the key to the door.
You go ahead, sir. I'll see you at my office. Mr. Seeley. Oh, Mr. Seeley, would you come with me for a moment?
Where?
Just follow me, please.
Yes?
Mr. Seeley, you only have 2 more years of prison.
That's right.
Well, there's been a mistake. We meant to ask men serving life terms to volunteer. Certainly not a man with only 2 more years.
My health record is what you wanted, isn't it? Here I am.
But are you cognizant of... I mean, do you know
Am I
what...
cognizant of what?
of the chances involved
You
in
mean
such
the
a-
inherently fatal possibilities?
Why, yes.
Yes, I am. Is that all?
Tell me, what do you do?
I make shoes.
No, I don't mean in prison. I mean, what did you do before?
I make shoes.
But you didn't always make shoes, did you? Oh, freelance writer. Well, you should be able to get a wonderful story
I don't
out
write,
of it.
I make shoes,
But if
period.
you-
Is that all?
Well, yes.
We ain't gonna get nothing.
How you know that?
Well, if it ain't the doctor's favorite boy, what'd she say?
Did you say anything about our chances?
Chances.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
She don't
Of
know.
course not. You think doctors know anything? Chumps.
Kill a man once.
Who has it?
It was accident.
Sure.
It was a grocer. I burned his house down on purpose. It was accident.
So what?
So I don't want to die on purpose.
Oh, shut up. We're gonna be all right. Imagine that old bag of a warden standing there and telling us he'd like to take his hat off to us. He can keep his hat on, but he better write to the governor like he says.
How come?
Well, let us go to the parole board.
But the warden says we don't get nothing out of it.
Ah, well, that's what they always say to volunteers. What do you think? They want the whole prison empty out? We'll get a parole. What are we in this for anyway? The glory? Good eating, good living, and a parole.
Hey, Willie, this doctor, you think she know her business, eh?
Sure, 10 to 1, we don't even get a cold.
You know, when I was a gambler, I used to get hunches, and I'd play them. And single, those hunches always come through.
Sure thing, preacher?
Yes, sir, we're gonna come out fine. We're rolling them dice, and we're gonna make our point.
Yeah, the preacher's
Because my
on.
hunches
Here we go.
always know, and they never lie. And if your number ain't up, you cannot die. My father always said the scamp like me would never die in bed. And that goes for us 3.
Yeah.
John Henry said to the captain, John Henry said to the captain, John Henry said to the captain, a man ain't nothing but a man ain't nothing.
Hi.
7.
Yeah. Hello, heroes. Gino. Hurry up.
Seven, what are you doing here?
I'm a hero. Just like you guys.
But you know what it is? You know what it is?
Cancer.
And the chances ain't good.
No, sir, they ain't. You better not stay.
Shut up. You know how I got my name, don't you?
Sure, you were waiting to burn
In cell 7.
Yeah.
My leg was shaved and half my head. And a priest was in there. They opened my gate and a reprieve come. I'm lucky, huh? I'll take this one.
Ah, but Seven, that's my...
Get your junk off, Gino.
But I tell you...
You heard me. Get it off.
Yeah.
Underneath, Gino. I'm taking some shut-eye.
You really gonna take this stuff, Stanton? You?
Yeah. I'm gonna do lots of things. So are you. Lots of surprises coming up.
Good morning, Mr. Seeley.
What do we do now?
Roll up your left sleeve. After you've said good morning, Doctor.
That part of the regulations?
Why are you such a sourpuss, Joe?
I never went in for cheerleaders, Doctor.
I'm sorry if that's how I affect you. Joe, you've only been here a few days. We've got a long time to go. I think being friends would make it more pleasant for everybody.
It's a viewpoint.
The others seem to share it.
Don't let him kid you, Doctor. You may be a USO hostess, but they're no dedicated soldiers. Willie put it very well. Good eating, good living, and a parole.
That's not why you're here, is it?
You trying to do rub through the skin?
Sorry. The warden seems to think you're a very special person, Joe.
That's nice.
Why are you here, Joe? The warden's records say you almost killed a man. Why?
Now look, Doctor. This isn't a mission house, it's a hospital. I'm not here for public confession. I'm here to take the cancer cure if we can ever get through the preliminaries.
I'm afraid I'm going to hurt you a little.
Your turn, huh?
Hey, beautiful, is this the 0 hour?
If you don't relax, you'll get another sedative.
More sedatives. I never heard of a bartender hand out so many Mickey Fins as this hospital does.
Everybody wake up. Time to get up. Come on, Gino. Come on. Up.
Hey, yo. How soon do we get down?
About 15 minutes. Now, everybody be quiet.
Well, this is it.
Oh, my head, it feels sleepy.
Sure, we've been doped up. Never seen a dopey a bunch of... Hey, where'd you get that?
You can't do that before the operation.
No. There ain't gonna be no operation.
Not gonna be no operation?
You dummy. You think I got in here to get cut open? Oh, not me.
Just what did you come here for?
You wanna see? Just like in the spy pictures.
What did you do?
Well, you've seen it. The window shade went down, then up. That's all. But now there's a car motor starting. And the guy out there slipping the safety off his rod, like this.
Seven, you making a break?
Oh, no, break, boy. We're making a break. One of the guards is paid off. When we get in the elevator, we ain't going down to the operating rooms. Oh, no, we're going down to the basement. Then you guys do just like I say. You got that straight?
Yeah. Ain't gonna be no operation, huh?
What do you think?
But this doctor dame has been nice to us.
You're getting soft, Willie.
Well, I kinda like it here.
You need hardening up, Willie.
No, hey, say, why you do that?
Just wondered if I could have a drink, champ.
I'm the one that needs it. All right, take a drink. Here I'm springing all of you guys, and this is my thanks. What are you looking at me for? Why don't you drink?
I was just thinking, why try to spring everybody? Why not just you and me making the break?
No, we gotta have a lot of action going on if we're gonna make sure I get away. I mean, if that sleeping stuff they give us. They're coming. You guys, to the door. Doctor walks in, block her off from the guard long enough for me to jam the gun in her back. Keep her doing what I say. Well, come on!
Stay away from that door.
What?
You're not pulling anything.
What'd you say?
You heard me, no break.
You asking for
Go on, shoot. This time they'll burn you for good.
I'll do what I say. I run this jail, and you're true. I'm checking you. Oh, head.
How are you, Willie?
How do you feel with it, boy?
How are you, huh?
How you feeling, boy?
Give me a shot.
Sure thing, Willie.
No, don't give me any of that stuff, preachers. Enough chloral in that whiskey to knock out an elephant.
What's that?
Dope to you.
What happened here?
Operation day. Very nervous type. Passed out.
Now that you've seen part one of the guinea pigs, let's turn to our Westinghouse program and Betty Finesse. The world's most famous twins. Say, they're mighty pretty, but why are they so famous?
Oh, but you haven't really seen them yet. They're the famous Westinghouse laundry twins, the Westinghouse laundromat and the Westinghouse clothes dryer. First for quality and famous for the exclusive features that make them the most completely automatic home laundry that you can own today. The laundromat, for instance, is the only automatic washer that gives you the 3 steps to perfect washing. It weighs, it saves, it washes cleaner. Remember I said it weighs? Well, here's how that works. This is the exclusive Weigh to Save door. Now, you just put your clothes down on it, and it weighs each load because it's actually a scale. See? The scale here says this is a medium load. So you set the water saver dial over here at medium, and the laundromat uses just the medium amount of water needed. Then you slip the clothes in, add a medium amount of soap, start the laundromat, sit back, and relax. There's no hot water wasted and no soap wasted. Now, here's something that I don't think a lot of you know. With most washers, when the soiled wash water drains out, it drains through the clothing, leaving a layer of dirt and soap curds. Well, that's what happens with most washers. But in the laundromat, the wash water drains away from your clothing so that there isn't a bit of dirt left in them. And the secret of it is the laundromat has the exclusive Westinghouse slant action. This slant action tilts the tub back, like this, keeping the clothes up here as the water drains away from them. So there's no chance of the wash or rinse water draining through them. Now, you don't have to take my word for that. I want you to go to your Westinghouse dealer and let him prove it to you. Your Westinghouse dealer will use 500 little seeds like this. Now, those seeds represent the dirt and lint and soap curds that are in a load of dirty clothes. Your Westinghouse dealer will put those seeds in with a load of towels. Then he'll wash them in the laundromat, and when the wash is all done, just you try and find those seeds. There is visual proof that the water drains away from your clothes and not through them. The laundromat gets dirt out and keeps dirt out. Remember, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
And now let's return to Westinghouse Summer Theater and the Guinea Pigs.
Hey, that's a heck of a thing to do to a man wearing a plaster around his belly.
It ought to be around your hands.
Good morning, boys.
Oh, good morning, Doctor.
Nurse,
Yes, Doctor.
when he comes to, give him a sedative, IV Amatol. Repeat every 4 hours till further notice.
Yes, Doctor.
Hey, Doctor, we want a new nurse. This one's got cold hands.
Willie, you were late for the laboratory.
Well,
So are you, too. The guard's waiting for you. Where's Seeley?
In the recreation room.
Good morning, Joe.
I've been to the lab, if that's what you're here for.
Yes, I know. Laurie. Laurie was your wife, wasn't she, Joe?
Look, this is a typical opening in one of your chats with convicts. I don't chat.
Joe, where did you get the sleeping medicine you gave Seven?
Who talked?
No one. Any doctor could see he was drugged. Listen, Joe. The state troopers picked up a car with a hoodlum right outside hospital grounds. He wouldn't talk, but it doesn't take much to figure it out.
How does that connect up with me?
Your wards are searched regularly for souvenirs you boys might pick up. This morning we found this bottle of chloral hydrate under your mattress.
Pretty shape, isn't it?
Where did you get it?
Stole it back in the prison clinic a long time ago.
Oh, have trouble sleeping nights? Oh, I see. Well, if you were so bent on suicide, why did you give it to Seven?
I didn't want to spoil your party.
Oh. So you figure this experiment was a better way to commit suicide? Or should I say, nobler way? You know, there was a doctor here who lived only for this research. He died because of it. But he wasn't trying to commit suicide. He wanted to live. But even more, he wanted other people to live.
Hooray for a hero.
He was a hero.
And you want me to be one, too, is that it? You want me to say goodbye to life, still loving it. You don't like the idea of me checking out of this garbage heap with a sense of relief, do you? You doctors. You feel cheated if you can't watch somebody screaming to live as they die. Like my wife died. You would have loved hearing her scream, Doctor.
How can you say that?
She lost a baby and her life, all in a month. They didn't even know it was cancer till the last week.
Joe.
But you'd have given her that wonderful, sympathetic look, wouldn't you? That one you turn on Preacher and Willie and Gino. And me, too, if I give you half a chance. But I won't. And, sister, when I check out, I'm going to thumb my nose at all of you hypocrites. Full of sympathy and attention and care because we're the laboratory animals that bring you headlines in the medical journal. Why wasn't there any attention and care for my wife? That doctor hadn't been in such a hurry to get to the next customer.
It had nothing to do with the next customer. We're not mechanics licking the hoods of automobiles to check spark plugs. Cancer comes in 100 secret ways. And we're working day and night to find out those secrets. So much work and so few of us. Not enough equipment or laboratories or money. Never enough. And every hour, so much dying. So much pain.
Dying and pain. After she was buried, I sat in that empty house day after day after day. Man came to take the baby carriage back. I said, don't touch it. He grabbed it. Police said I almost killed him.
Joe, I know what you feel.
How do you know what I feel? How do you know what it means to hold your wife in your arms and watch her die? And listen to her apologize for dying. You know what I feel. It's a laugh.
Joe, I do understand. Joe, I want us to be friends.
Stick to business.
Joe.
What are you looking for, a convict romance?
Oh.
Good. Now that we've cleared the air, is there anything else?
Yes.
What?
The gun.
What gun?
Seven's gun. We found these cartridges under his mattress this morning. You drugged him. Where's the gun?
Suppose the experiment fails. Suppose I live.
Please give me the gun.
I need insurance.
Look, Joe, if I don't get the gun, I'll have to report it to the warden. And that would mean the end of this experiment.
There must be easier ways for you to get your name in the paper.
Joe, there's a way for you to get into print, too.
I'm not interested.
Why not? You're a writer.
I'm not a writer. I make shoes.
I know you make shoes, but your records say you were a writer.
So what?
So here's a great story for you. 5 convicts, all willing guinea pigs in cancer research. You can even put in a woman doctor who acts like a USO hostess. You have my permission. But write it, Joe. Write it.
You know, I think I like you better as a USO hostess than a Salvation Army revivalist. Oh, doctor.
Yes?
I forgot your gun.
Take it, Joe.
You the opener?
I stand pat, yeah.
What do you got?
All right,
I got a
everybody
toothpick.
back to bed.
Beds, tests, needles.
Today your bandages come off.
Hey, there go our girdles.
Here, you can read about yourself.
Hey, how do you know? Let me have one. Hey, I have a couple. Hiya, Doctor. Look, we're in the papers.
Do you need all these windows open?
Hey, Doc, it's a warm day.
Nurse, are we ready?
Yes, doctor.
We'll start with him.
Yes, doctor.
Stop what with me?
Come on, get on your back.
Leave him alone. He's been operated on, remember?
You drugged me, huh? Then you give me cancer. You've been drugging me ever since, I know. Well, I'll get you for that. Don't worry. I'll get you.
Your kind gets what it deserves.
Hey, here it is. Get a load of this. Convicts volunteer for deadly experiment, as told by Warden James Paxton at a state prison.
Warden Paxton releases story revealing heroism of convicts.
Shut up. Can't you see I'm reading? Volunteer convicts will remain anonymous. July 21st, 1951. Say, what does anonymous mean?
Means they're not your names.
How do you like that? We get our bellies cut open and the warden gets his name in the papers. We are anonymous.
Your families have been told.
Big deal. I got no family.
Come on, Gino. Back to bed.
My wife, she been told about me, eh?
That's right, Gino. Flat.
In this paper, it says, we convicts are magnificent examples of human courage at its highest peak.
And the nanny mouse.
And it says, hey, what's that? Hey, crowd down on the front porch. Man making a speech. That ain't for us, is it?
Bad chance. They're renaming this here wing of the hospital.
What's the matter with the old name?
Nothing. They're renaming it for the doctor what died here.
This doctor, he died from what they given to us, eh?
Don't worry, Gino. Conditions are entirely different.
And you ought to know.
You know too much.
Knowing stuff is my business. I used to be in politics.
Over.
What kind of job you had?
Persuading people to work with my boss. Had a great little persuader. 5 pounds, including the letter handle.
How come you were in politics and couldn't stay out of here?
One guy I over-persuaded. Ouch! Hey, Doc, you ain't your usual self. You're kind of nervous today.
That's enough.
Man, oh, man. Listen, that doctor must have been something.
He was.
So now he gets a wing named after him. The moral is, be a doctor.
What?
I don't see anybody naming buildings after us.
He wasn't interested in having his name on a building. He only wanted to learn enough about cancer so that someday we can lick it. He didn't lie in bed, pitying himself and hating the world and refusing to use his talents.
Now that we're criticizing doctors, look what happens to our USO hostess.
You make me sick.
Doctors never get sick. Come on, let's have a big grin for the guinea pigs.
You're contemptible.
And now I'm contemptible.
You... I'm gonna... Don't strike that. Stop that. If you ever strike one of these men, I'll have you removed. Help the nurse put the surgical wagon in order.
Yes, ma'am.
It was my fault, Mr. Seeley. I lost my temper. Nurse, finish up.
Yes, Doctor.
You know, Joe, you ought to be real proud of yourself.
What are you talking about?
Well, for instance, this doctor who died. Our doctor was the one who worked with him day after day.
Yeah?
So, every minute she knew what was going on, right up to the time he kicked off. I hear it was pretty tough on her. Only she never let on to him.
Why was it tough on her? There's no skin off her back.
Yeah, no skin off her back. And that's the idea she gave him, too, because that's the way he wanted it, right up to the end.
Yeah?
Only this guy happened to be her old man.
Father?
Just ask the nurse. Well, we got to take a little nap. Pleasant dreams, Joe.
Nurse,
Yes?
why isn't the doctor out there? It's for her father, isn't it?
Dr. Douglas doesn't believe in ceremonies.
Nurse,
Yes?
get me some paper.
You've got some on the table.
But I need some more.
All right.
Who's that?
Oh, it's me, Willie.
What's the matter?
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Crazy, Willie. It doesn't come on like that.
I got it.
Take it. Where does it hurt?
You got it, Willie? You?
Quiet, you.
All around where they cut. I got it, I know.
Oh, you
maybe
mistake.
something else.
Sure, maybe something
I know.
else.
All right.
Sure.
Willie's got it.
Oh, keep quiet.
Shrivel up.
Oh, I got it.
Preacher. This is it. Willie's got it. It's no use. It's no use. Willie's got it.
Please, quiet,
Willie's
you.
got it. It's no use.
No, you're going to be all right.
Oh, doctor. I don't want the doctor. Oh, doctor.
You're going to be all right.
Shut him up.
Shut up! Our doctor's coming. She'll fix you up fine.
Oh, I deserve this.
How do you feel, Willie boy?
I had it coming.
Take your brave with it.
I killed a man once. He didn't do nothing to me. I didn't mean to do it, but I did.
Oh, you know worse than me, Willie. I killed a man because he fooled around with my wife. You know worse than nobody, Willie.
Worse. I did it for nothing.
Ah, Willie, you're not as bad as me. My father was a preacher. He taught me good from bad. Yes, sir, but the gambling devil got me. And my best friend caught me cheating and I killed him. You ain't no better than me, Willie. No, no.
He got this back at me. I'm no good. I never did a good thing in my life.
Oh, sure you did. Now lie flat. Just lie flat.
What I do this for, huh? Soft living, a parole. I'm rotten. Joe,
What do you want?
Joe, where do I go from here when I croak?
Oh, I don't know.
You're educated.
Nobody's that educated.
You think there's any reason God will give me a break, huh? Tell me, Joe.
Tell us, Joe, he's there, huh?
Sure you'll get a break. It doesn't matter why you volunteered. You're taking a beating so millions of people won't. You're not sorry, are you?
I'm scared. But I'm not sorry I'm going this way. Funny, ain't it?
Ah, you're not going, Willie. You're not going.
Preacher.
Yeah, Willie, yeah?
Give us a sermon, preacher.
Sure thing, Willie, sure thing. Because we got to stick together, yes, sir. We ain't leaving one another.
No,
We're sticking together like a wall of stone.
Yeah.
We are the rock of Gibraltar.
Yeah.
We are the rock of ages. Live for me. Let me.
Well, what is it?
Huh?
What is
Willie,
it?
doctor.
Where do you hurt?
All around where you cut.
Here?
No,
Here?
no.
How about here?
Oh, very much.
Let me see your tongue.
Ah.
Let me see your tongue. Willie, you've got it all right. You've got indigestion.
Indigestion.
Oh,
What?
Indigestion.
You make...
I feel better, Doc.
You make us what's right, indigestion.
My
I'm gonna kill you. You make us.
doctor,
Yes?
I thought you might be interested to know that... well,
What?
I'm writing what you suggest. You know, about 5 convicts who are guinea pigs in a cancer experiment and a woman doctor. The woman doctor's a wonderful dame. One of these convicts is too stupid to see it. Of course, I'm only halfway through.
Well, that's very nice. Good night.
All of my troubles when I get home. I'm gonna tell him about the hog trial when I get home. I'm gonna tell him I had hog trials.
And now let's pause a moment and look at our program again. How the twins work together. Say, let's see that twin act again.
It's mighty interesting to watch because there's so little for you to do when you own these wonderful Westinghouse laundry twins. You just take your clothes out of the laundromat, all washed spotless clean, and slip them right into the clothes dryer just the way you slip them into the laundromat. Of course, with the Westinghouse clothes dryer, you can dry your clothes in any weather. And that's mighty important with the rainy and snowy months ahead. And you can also dry them any time you like, day or night. And that's mighty important with the children back at school. And what's more, with the Westinghouse clothes dryer, you don't have to worry about your clothes fading, because it tumbles them in clean, warm air as soft as a June breeze. Here is the exclusive Westinghouse dry dial. For things like towels and bath mats and chenille bedspreads and such, you just set the dial at dry, and they come out bone dry, ready for storage. Or for things that you want to iron, you just set it at the degree of dampness that you prefer, and they come out all ready for ironing. And everything that comes out of the Westinghouse clothes dryer smells so sweet and clean, too. Just like that towel. And just look how fat and soft it is. Just the way you want your towel when you get out of your bath. Why don't you have your Westinghouse dealer show you the difference between towels dried in a Westinghouse clothes dryer and towels dried on the line? But the really important thing is how very much work it saves you. There's no more carrying heavy baskets of clothes and no more bending and stretching to hang clothes up on the line. You'll thank your lucky stars when you own a Westinghouse clothes dryer. You know, I think that most of us women are pretty smart shoppers. So it seems to me it's very important that more women are buying Westinghouse clothes dryers now than any other electric dryer that's made. Yes, with the Westinghouse dryer and the Westinghouse laundromat, you save so much work and worry and trouble, it's just like taking 10 years off your age. So see these wonderful Westinghouse laundry twins at your dealer, and you won't be satisfied until you see them in your own home. Remember, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
We return to Westinghouse Summer Theater and the guinea pigs.
Then began the treatment designed to destroy the cancerous tissue that had been planted in us. Preacher was the first to get injections of radioactive substances called isotopes. These isotopes head right for the cancerous area and attack it within a matter of seconds. Being radioactive, the presence of these mysterious little warriors can be detected by Geiger counters, which click the latest reports directly from the battlefield. If isotope injections are the infantry of the war against cancer, then 200,000 volts of X-rays the artillery. Gino was the first on this list, and the most scared.
Wasn't nothing.
2 months, our bodies have been the battleground in the war between science and cancer. Today is our first Visitors' Day. No one for me, but for the others, wives, relatives, and friends.
But you always say nobody make a like me.
No.
You use it to say.
We eat good here.
But no, my pizza de trasina, nobody.
Why they let you eat? For 6 years I tell them I don't want to see my wife.
I tell him I'm your sister. When I hear you're in the hospital, I gotta see you.
What for? It's finished.
Okay, it's finished. But just the once I gotta tell you. With that grocer. Yeah, I was foolish. My head must have been
I know.
Sure enough. I just want you know. Since then, right to this minute, I swear I've been true.
Yeah.
Alla bambino, I swear.
Mm.
Look, Alfred, I bring him pictures of Angelina and Tomas.
They're so big.
6 years is a long time, Alfred. Alfred, why you have to go into this experiment? They didn't force you.
They ask me,
But why you have to say yes?
why you being true to me? I'm in jail for life. Why you don't pick yourself free, fella, and stop to bothering me? I'm finished. Why you stick to me?
I don't know. I cannot.
That's why I say yes. I can't help it.
You know, Willie, this is the boss's own personal brand.
Oh, yeah. Many is the time I smelled it in passing.
Say, you know, the whole town is talking about your noble sacrifice. You're quite a hero.
Yeah?
Yeah. See, you know, Willie, the boss is running for alderman again. And it ain't going to be so easy this year.
They don't beat him up like I used to, eh, Frankie?
No, Willie, the boss was thinking we could cash in on you right now if you would sign a statement endorsing the boss's candidacy. We'd make out the statement, of course.
Of course.
Then I got your okay?
Tell the boss I got one statement for him, Frankie.
Yeah?
Tell that big fat crook to get out of politics right now and take his whole family with him, or I'll call up them Senate investigators and start talking. And you know where the boss and his family will be right after that. Right here with me.
Willie, you a reformer?
What do you want, a fat lip? I'm just sick of the boss, that's all.
Okay.
There is only one thing that I'm sorry for, son.
What's that, Pop?
That your mother didn't live to see this day.
Pop, I'm nothing.
Sonny,
Yes, Grandpa.
look at your father. You can be proud of him.
Pop.
You are the prodigal son. That was my sermon last Sunday.
Listen, boy. If you ever touch a pair of dice or a deck of cards, I swear it, I'll come out of jail and beat the daylights out of you. You hear me?
So you decided to give my story a happy ending, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just came here to make a delivery.
Delivery?
I promised all the nurses who helped me type that you were going to be a great writer. And you know, after I read it, I almost believed it.
Well, where's the first 2 chapters?
Down at the newspaper. You don't think I'm going to wait till you get there, do you? Well, what is it?
I don't know. I think I love you.
Joe,
Doctor.
can it wait?
Doctor, the reports.
Oh.
Julia, this is a wonderful job. So you remember that stupid convict character who wanted to commit suicide? I think he's gonna live. What's the matter with you? What's that?
Your last X-ray picture.
How do they look? I mean,
Joe, do you remember the first day I said that in some of you that implanted tissue would remain alive? Well, it has. And in some of you, the ones who remained alive, we would kill it with X-rays and radioactive isotopes. We have. And in some of you, it would die.
what about me?
And in case that didn't work, we would take it out by surgery, the same way we put it in.
I remember you saying some of us would die.
Joe, there's no reason for you to think
Die.
that you're not.
Diane.
Listen to me.
What I wanted, wasn't it?
Joe, you've got to listen
Leave
to
me
me.
alone.
Joe, you can't quit now. Ow! Oh, don't shoot too many people.
Try it now, cut her throat. You think I'm so dumb, huh? Now you listen. I'm getting out of here and she's coming with me. Anybody tries to stop me and I'll cut her throat in half, see? Now open them doors and tell her. Open them doors. Gino!
No! Joe!
Leave her alone!
He's mine.
I'll kill him. I'll kill him.
Kill you, lousy scum.
I'll kill him. Kill him. I'll kill him.
Joe! Joe! Joe, stop!
Break it up!
Stop, Joe! Stop! Stop! Stop!
Julia.
Yes, darling.
Julia.
Yes.
Good morning, Joe. We're going for a little ride now.
There's the time.
Not quite yet, Joe.
Julia.
Joe, it's early. When it's this early, there's every chance. Joe, I've got a surprise for you. Do you remember the chapters of your story that I sent to the newspaper? Oh, Mr. O'Brien, you tell him.
Hello, Joe. I'm Jack O'Brien, Journal American. Walter Winchell read your story and asked me to come over. We're going to run your story, Joe, all of it. And we want people to know that everyone can help fight cancer and that everyone must.
So you see, Joe, you've just got to get well in a hurry.
But in case I don't.
But you're going to get well.
I know, but just in case I don't. Just one thing. Was this what happened to me a help to the experiment?
Yes, Joe, yes.
Good.
But, Joe, you've got to fight. We'll fight it together. We'll fight it, and we'll lick it.
Julia.
Yes.
You know,
We're ready, Doctor.
when I had my hands around Seven's neck, I knew for the first time what you were trying to do. Seven's a killer, and so is cancer. 1 million killers. We gotta lick them all.
Both of us.
All of us. Preacher and Willie and...
And Gino. The doctors, and nurses, and scientists.
And all the people who throw in even a dime.
Yes.
We're all set, Doctor.
Ready, darling.
Julia. Just hold my hand.
ready for Ness to tell you why the light went out.
Well, suppose you've just put one of those super efficient new Westinghouse 100-watt bulbs in your favorite lamp for a better reading light. You settle down with a good book and, all the lights go out. Well, of course, that's not the fault of the bulb. Would you turn the lights back on so I can show what happened? Here is the trouble. 3 plugs all joined together with 7 connections leading from them. For lamps, radio, television set, and, well, I don't know what all. Now, to bring electric current to an outlet, you have to have wires like these insulated behind your walls, either like this or this. And as you can see, some of this wire is, well, it's as small as the lead in an ordinary pencil. So obviously, there's a limit to the amount of electric current it can carry. To avoid overloading in your home wiring, be sure that you have plenty of circuits and plenty of outlets to carry the electric current that your equipment needs. So if you're planning to build a new home or buy one or perhaps modernize the home that you already have, you'd be smart if you consult your electrical contractor or the local electric company, because adequate wiring is much safer, cheaper too in the long run. Of course, you're going to want the very best electrical equipment in that new home of yours, so don't forget, you can be sure if it's Westinghouse.
Paul Brinson saying good night for Westinghouse, makers of more than 40 million products for the American home. And here's exciting news. Westinghouse will be back next week, same time, same stations, with the most famous dramatic program in television, Studio One. So don't forget to tune in next Monday night to Studio One. And now until next week, good night. Parts of the preceding program were on motion picture film.